everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. This week I'm doing my September bullet journal spreads, and the theme for this month is like library / bookstore type vibes. So most of this is pretty straightforward. It's just a bunch of bookshelves with different colored books on it. For the cover page, I thought it would be cute to do a little reading nook. So I found a picture on Pinterest that I really liked and I attempted to copy it, but like line art style. So that's what I ended up doing. My perspective is maybe not the best, but I think it gets the overall vibe sorted. And then I just filled in all the different books, and I only added color to the accessories that were in the room. So the plant at the top, the picture frame, the pillows, and the nice cushion to sit on. Moving on to the calendar spread, exact same thing as the previous spread, only this time the shelves are a little bit thicker and I add some wood detail to them. But again, the books are just black and white, and then the color is kept to the little details in the bookshelf. So there's a little skull at the top, a couple plants, and then I believe a spider web at the bottom there. And I think that just helps kind of keep the focus on the details, and because there's so many books, it just helps fill up the space if you keep them black and white. I don't know. These are not the only black and white books, like there are colored ones in the rest of the spread. So moving forward, again, I have my mood tracker on the right side of the page, and then on the left side I have my personal library 2.0, because for those of you who watched my bullet journal setup in January, I actually made a 2-page library spread where I could write down every book that I've read this year. My goal was 35 books, which I thought was a lot, and then it turns out that I read an exorbitant amount of books when I have the time. I'm quite a fast reader, if I, not to toot my own horn, but I filled up those in 2 whole pages and decided that I needed a new spread. I actually needed this in August, but I waited until now to do it. So the books that I do end up filling in here are what I've read from basically like end of July, beginning of August until now in September when I'm recording this, which is a little crazy. I understand that I may have a problem. So again, I'm filling the black and white books in for the library, keeping the color on the details in there. And then for the mood tracker, again, I chose a Pinterest picture of a reading nook that I liked, drew out the chair in the line art, and kept the color to the details, although the books will be filled in color once we get there. For the first 2 weeks, I combined them into one spread with a Dutch door. I really like the way that this one turned out. I think it's so cool, and the Dutch door works so well. So I have 4 shelves essentially, and on the left-hand side of the page, there's books in the one corner, and then the same thing on the right-hand side of the page, which you can see now, and then the empty shelves in the middle is where all of the events and tasks and whatever are gonna go. I actually forgot to fill this part out because I am filming this, a couple days into September. I did forget to fill out, what I was doing and the events and whatnot, which is fine. I filled out my mood tracker up until today's date. So anyways, I just went through and I added in those same details. This time the books are colored. So I chose 3 main colors and then was like, well, I kind of need a 4th one for the mood tracker anyways, so why don't I just keep that consistent? So I went with blue, orange, yellow or gold, and green. So I ended up changing that green potion bottle to pink so that it wouldn't clash with the green books. And then I went over top with my white Posca marker and just added some like spine details to all of the books. And I think it really tied everything together. Now the wood texture is the same as in the other bookshelf from the calendar, as well as the personal library. And it's made by just like dragging a pen across, so you're not like fully pushing down, and that way you get the really uneven lines. For week 3, I'm doing the same colors as those other little books and then using the white Posca for the details. This one's super straightforward, very easy to copy yourself if you're interested in making a reading spread as well. And then finally for week 4, I did get inspiration from this one off of Pinterest, so I will link that in the description down below. And it's basically just an entire, what I would assume would be a wall of bookshelf, and then the days of the week are just kind of like spread randomly throughout there. So again, I'm keeping the same 4 colors of books. There were so many books. It took, the spread took a long time because of that. And because the books are smaller and there's like a bazillion of them, I decided to forego the little white details on the spines and just leave them as they were. And I think that that was a good decision. Maybe if I were to turn this into like a digital one, I would add the detail, but not for this. So this is the last spread, and then when I start the flip through, I am starting with my first library from January, and you'll see in just a second here that it is completely full. I promise you those are all different books and real ones that I read. And then here is the rest of the spread. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos on Mondays, sometimes on Wednesdays. I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you all in the next video.